Minasan konnichiwa und willkommen. And today we're doing another review. But this time we're going to be taking a look at a Game Boy Advance game. And this particular Game Boy Advance game we have right here is Hi Puffy AmiYumi, Kaznapped. Our story actually starts with Ami Okuni and Yumi Yoshimura, voiced by Janice Kuei and Greta Lyle Griffin respectively, are obviously tired and exhausted from their world tour. And then their manager Kaz, voiced by Keone Young, wants them to continue the tour, but the girls told him that they were tired and exhausted. And then their arguing continues. And then out of nowhere, Harmony shows up. And of course takes Kaz away from the girls. You know, Ami Okuni and Yumi Yoshimura. But it's a good thing Jen Kang and Tekurai was there to save them. And Ami and Yumi are out for another great adventure. And in the game you select either Ami or Yumi. And yes, you actually switch between the two characters at any time. Ami is basically the delicate and sweetest one, while Yumi is the brute. But there are perks for both of them. Ami can double jump while Yumi actually lifts stuff up, as in pushing and pulling. And Yumi also uses her guitar, El Guitarra, as a weapon to actually beat those Kazbots. The other enemies that you encounter in the game are paparazzi and the fans. But those people you should not attack, because that takes away your points. And the collectibles in the game are those little music notes. And if you actually collect those music notes, you actually unlock some really nice goodies. And this particular game actually has two different gameplay styles. There's the puzzle platforming elements, which gets challenging in later levels, and there's the shooter type levels. You know, like Gradius and R-Type. And you actually do encounter some familiar enemies from the show, like that giant one-eyed walrus from that sushi episode. The episode where Kaz and the girls go out for that all-you-can-eat sushi buffet, and then they start having hallucinations on various different types of seafood. And lesson learned. And there's actually a great lesson to be learned in that episode. Never ever go out into one of those cheap buffets. It will haunt you for the rest of your life. Trust me, I've seen that episode numerous times. Anyway, back to the game. Another familiar boss we encounter in this game is that mutant pumpkin. You know, from the episode where the girls actually saved the farm from that one particular dude. So yeah, it's pretty much all the same stuff you would expect from the show are in this game. Believe it. Date bayo. Yeah. I forgot to mention that the one dude that actually created that giant pumpkin was Edwin Blair. You know, one of the recurring villains in the show? And when you're actually surrounded by enemies, you know, like the fanboys and paparazzi, you actually use both the L and R trigger buttons to actually give them a performance they'll never forget. Which of course kills the Kazbots, but leaves the paparazzi and the fanboys stunned. Kind of like Disney's Aladdin on the Super Nintendo, where you actually have to stomp on the bigger enemies to kill them, while the smaller enemies you actually kill with apples. Trust me, I've seen gameplay footage from Disney's Aladdin on the Super Nintendo, or Super Famicom in Japan. And the Game Boy Advance is basically a portable Super Nintendo. Anyway, if you actually beat this game once on the normal difficulty setting, you'll actually unlock the hard mode, where you actually play for the entire game again to actually unlock the true ending and the true final stage, which is Tokyo. In the Tokyo world, you actually have to go through many challenging obstacles to get to the true final boss, which is Mega Harmony. Easily the hardest boss fight in the history of insanely hard boss fights. Then Rapthorn from Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King, but that's for a different video. Believe it. But the easiest boss in the game is Mega Bully. So, once you defeat Mega Harmony, you'll actually rescue Kaz. And if you actually do the time attack in a certain amount of time, you actually unlock some additional costumes. Like cowboy outfits and ninja-oriented outfits. Even some Hawaiian ones. I give this game a perfect score. A 10 out of 10. 2 thumbs up. 5 stars out of 5. Okay, that should be enough for the video for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment. And as always, amigos, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, sayonara, adios, and arrivederci. And take care, mon ami. Meine Freunde.